There's something no one tells you when you are building a brand, that you can be doing everything right and still be ignored. Because being invisible is not the same as being unforgettable or unmistakable. Today, we are going to talk about something that silently affects thousands of brands in today's market, and very few know how to identify it in time: brand fatigue. And more importantly, we are going to help you recognize if your brand is suffering from it, why it happens, and how to think strategically to avoid falling into what we at Universal call the Triangle of Oblivion. So, what is brand fatigue? Let's start from the beginning. Brand fatigue isn't about you feeling tired. It's your audience that's tired of you without telling you. Brand fatigue happens when the market still sees you but no longer listens, no longer feels you, no longer remembers you. And that is far more dangerous than not being seen, because it means you're present but you are no longer provoking anything. And in a saturated market, what doesn't provoke doesn't position. Why this happens more than ever? Today's digital ecosystem has created the perfect storm. Brands are hyperactive but barely influential. Algorithms are more demanding, unpredictable, and volatile. Content is mass produced with AI but lacks soul. Audiences are desensitized. They don't react like they used to. Authenticity is rare. Everyone's repeating the same things. No one stands out. This environment doesn't reward those who show up more. It rewards those who make more sense. And here is where the Triangle of Oblivion happens. The Triangle of Oblivion is a model that explains three strategic errors that, when combined, lead to progressive disconnection from your audience. These are the three components. 1. Visibility without relevance. Yes, you're present, but what you share isn't connected to a deep desire, an emotion, or a real question your audience is asking. And if there's no relevance, there's no opening. And if there's no opening, there's no attention. Your visibility turns into background noise, content that doesn't disturb but also doesn't transform. 2. Repetition without resonance. This one is especially dangerous. Many entrepreneurs think they are building a brand, but they are just repeating hollow slogans. Saying the same thing over and over doesn't guarantee memorability. People don't remember you because you repeat. They remember you because something you said moved them, impacted them, made them feel. Repetition without resonance is the silent killer of interest. 3. Messaging without positioning. You can have a beautiful message, well written copy, an artistic design, but if it is not built on a clear positioning strategy, if it doesn't claim a specific space in your audience's mind, that message floats. It doesn't land. It doesn't leave a mark. It doesn't build perceived value. Positioning is not what you say. It's what others think and feel about you, even when you're not speaking. So, what are the consequences and symptoms? How do you know if your brand is slipping into the triangle of oblivion? If you are posting consistently, but your metrics are dropping. If you're getting engagement, but your perception isn't evolving. If you're busy, but not moving forward with direction. If you struggle to stand out, even though everything looks right. This isn't a coincidence. It's brand fatigue. The brands they are not the ones who post more. They are the ones who communicate from the soul with sharp strategic perception. They are built on three core traits: emotional direction. They know who they exist for. Message with weight, not just form, but substance. A defined place in the market's mind, real positioning. And that's not built by improvising or by surviving the algorithm. It's built with awareness, with criteria, with vision, with strategy. So here are the final thoughts. If you felt this episode spoke to you, it's because your brand doesn't need to do more. It needs to do with intention. You are not here to fit in. You are here to break through, to become the kind of brand that doesn't compete for attention, but becomes part of the collective consciousness of its audience. Don't ignore the signs. Brand fatigue isn't obvious until it's too late. At Momentum, we believe that every move, no matter how small, is a step towards your success. And this is Universo.